to your break it to your I'm Rob Gatling here, the GM of Flex Cleveland, with two of my favorite people. Well, actually, a new favorite person and a dear friend of mine. To my right, I have Draven Torres. Say hello.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. Draven Torres here.
Isn't he so cute and sexy?
Yes, I am.
And then I have the best beef of the Midwest, Mr. Tom Wolfe.
You have to talk into the microphone.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk to you.
We
We are.
I'm surprised you call me a friend.
Why wouldn't I not? I've known you now for several years. Several. Uno, dos, tres.
You ate all my Buckeyes.
I'm not. Oh, I'm trisexual.
So what am I having? I'm gonna have to like sit in the middle just to make sure that we
That's
all can
all right.
talk. Here
We,
we go.
we don't mind you being in the middle.
Take your microphone back.
Okay.
Interview us.
I am. All right. So with the industry has changed. There's a lot of more porn stars in the industry now. Like, what has changed since you guys have started? You know, how do you like the change? Two-part question.
I'll go ahead and start. To start off with, what really changed is there's so many people that want to be porn stars now, you know, and just adding XXX to the end of it, this will not really make you a porn star, in my opinion. Just because you do one webcam show really does not make you a porn star either. Granted, yes, we all about sex. We do perform for you guys sex, but it's more of an art. We like to have sex. That's what we do. You know, it's fun. But we try to provide a fantasy for you. But at the same time, it's, you know, we're professional. You know, we like to lie, we like to laugh, we like to have fun. But one of the biggest things is there's so many new personnel that we have to compete with, and it's like a rat race now. You know, that's in my opinion. Tom?
I completely agree. Not only is the amount of models in the industry changed, but also the pay scale. The amount of money that we've been receiving for productions has dropped dramatically in the last, say, probably 2 years, and the last 5 years. You could tell a significant difference. But I think that's another thing that offers more talent coming in, because that just shows you that there's going to be that much more talent that will come in and work for less of a premium cost. And I don't know if you want to say that there's a difference in the quality of work being produced, but there's definitely a lot more faces that when you go to the award shows, I feel like it's like the devil wearing Prada, and we've got, you know, our little harem of friends around, and I'm asking Liam Magnuson, like, who the hell is that group of boys over there? Because I don't know a damn one of them. And he's like, oh, that's Duncan Black, and that's so-and-so, and I'm like,
Duncan who?
Listen, bitch, I'm not racist, but I might start being.
You've never been before.
But a lot has changed. There's, I think the stress is even higher than it was before when I started. This last year has been really difficult for mental, emotional abuse and stress, I think. And a lot of it is a stigma from the outside world looking into the industry, as well as the industry looking at itself, or from those people in the industry controlling some of the productions as well.
I totally agree. Believe it or not, it is very stressful. You know, like I said, you are on camera, you are very demanding, and you gotta. It's a job. For all the newbies that actually want to do this porn, just honestly be yourself. Don't let yourself get catch in the game. You know, watch out for all the drugs. Watch out for the sharks, because there's sharks. But the more that you're yourself, the more they're gonna like you. Granted, are you gonna have dry periods where you don't get anything? That's part of this business. And then there's gonna be periods where they want you every other week, you know, or every other month. But it's gonna be a choice. If you have a day life and a day job like we do, you know, this is our fun job. We love it, but the choice comes to it, like, hey, am I gonna miss 2 weeks of class to get my degree? Or am I gonna miss so and so I can go shoot porn? Or is it gonna be there again if they want me that badly? But like, it's very stressful, very very stressful. And I mean, honestly, to tell the truth, the best information I can give to anybody that wants to come in and just be a newbie is just be yourself. They're gonna love you for that, And if they don't love you for that, another company will find you that loves you for that. Just be yourself. It's less fucking stressful, and you'll make really good friendships and long friendships. It's like, oh. God.
Just meet up Craigslist like over here. What would you say your greatest accomplishments in the gay, lesbian, transgender community would be? Since you guys are out, people notice you, they know who you are. Like, what do you think your greatest accomplishment has been from that thus far?
I was thinking to myself as I'm listening to you ask this question. I have no fucking clue. But actually, I think it is from doing the charity work. I like to do HIV/AIDS awareness, outreach, educational type stuff. And I've worked several promotions and done several things like that all across the country. Mm-hmm. Even when I went to Europe, it's more about like knowing your status and having the balls, the gumption, the fortitude, the thought process to say, you know what, I'm the only one that's going to be able to take care of myself. I need to go get tested so I know where I'm at. Because I know when in St. Louis, there was a young crowd there. Go to LA, go to San Francisco, wherever you go to a promotion, there's always going to be a group of guys that like, oh, I don't need to wear a condom. I don't need to do this. Well, it's not about safe sex and wearing a condom all the time. It's about protecting your own health. Now, that's not to say anything negative about anyone who's positive or negative or HEP or whatever. That is taking your own responsibility in your own hands. I've been in a situation myself where I had a partner that didn't tell me, lied to me for quite a while. I found out the hard way. That opened my eyes to go out on the street, work these prides, work these venues, and help educate people to go test themselves. And when they see that that is your platform where you want to stand, and people ask you, do you really practice safe sex at home? Yes. Safe sex doesn't mean just wearing a condom. It means going to get tested. And if you're in a monogamous relationship, if you go get tested together, make sure you know your partner's status too. Do it together. Don't do it in separate rooms. So I think that's going to be probably one of my best accomplishments is being affiliated with Know Your Status. Take care of your own health. And other than that, the rest is just, history and sand in the wind. But I think helping someone have the education and the fortitude to take care of themselves means more to me than anything else.
Our generation, it is nice. It is the little party crowd. There's no reason to be scared to go get tested. I mean, it's part of our lifestyle. It's part of who we are. I mean, I'd rather know, and just like Tom said, know your status. Don't be scared. And a lot of the reason I believe a lot of us are scared is because we're uneducated in it. I mean, there's been so many advances with the whole HIV epidemic or any type of, STD epidemic. As adult film star actors, we kind of roll the dice 50-50. Everything we do is safe, but even though it's still safe, there's still that possibility that your partner might have something. Now, granted, bareback sex is hot. Everybody agrees with that. What you do behind your closed doors, that's your business. But if it's hard. If you have something, the best thing to be and the best thing to make you the greatest person, just be honest with them. If you have something, you'll be honest with them. And most of us will be like, okay, thank you for being honest, and we'll sit down, let's talk about it and see what happens. You're just because you have a disease doesn't mean you're a disease. And a lot of it is just not on being educated. One thing I did also learn about doing porn is a lot of the fans. I love hearing from my fans on Twitter. I try to reply as much as possible as I can. I do get a lot of positive responses. I also do get a lot of negative responses. I get a lot of positive responses saying that, watching you doing kink and everything has empowered me to, go express myself more in that world. Kink's not for everybody, but the only way you're gonna figure out what it is try it. You try it, you like it, cool, that's your thing. Also, in the kink world, educate yourself, because it can be very harmful at the same time. But it's I just, like I said, the biggest thing is, like, I agree with Tom. I wish I can do more. I'm sad that I'm gonna see him go and retire, but because he's retiring, he's gonna have more time to educate people in this world and be the beautiful, smart, wonderful man he is. And hopefully I can help him out as much as possible, as not just as a co-star, but as a friend in general. So just ask questions, get educated, don't be scared.
Break into your breaker!